I'm doing this matter of fact. Okay, this will always be me. I do have preparation, but a lot of times it's just let's see how this comes out. And I purposely wrote these in short chapters. I did not want somebody to have to like begrudgingly go through. I think I talked about this before. At the end of each chapter, there's a small section saying what's actually going on. And two readers pointed out to me that I did not put the references in there. They're correct. For that, I do apologize. I'll amend it for the second press. I apologize sincerely. I do apologize. It's been forever since I wrote a paper. It's not an excuse. Here's what's been going on. I don't want to go through each chapter for this. I feel like that should be somebody else. I got 5 copies of this when I had them printed, and immediately after printing them or receiving them, I went into a bookstore and asked if I could get my book in the store, and they said we will buy 2 right there, which is that's amazing. One of the books I gave to my daughter. And I pointed to this. She had just finished swimming, and in the back of the book, there's all these, all of the phrases. Some are quotes, some are just, do the thing you fear and the death of fear is certain, by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And then there's also, I keep promises to myself. I am creating a new version of myself. These are the small notes. And when I was writing and finishing the book, I asked my daughter what she wanted in it. And I took the one thing that she wrote, and it's, you should low-key believe in yourself. And I put it at the end of the book. And so when I got it, I just pointed at it. And I said, you should low-key believe in yourself. And a lot of this book is me coming to terms with my addiction, my addictive tendencies, my past grief, and depression. And I've been honest with both of my daughters, even though they're young, about my addiction and me not having my family around. And I'm worried that I spoke too soon about it, but I don't want to be a family of hiding. While I understand secrets, I feel like secrets can lead to some very bad things inside of a family. And so I just want to be upfront and honest and let them know that I'm capable of sharing. So the hopes that they will be able to share with me. Again, in the beginning of the book, so when you can't say help is me not being able to speak. The last 3 days is about me it's about my grandmother's passing, choosing a direction. Another thing I didn't do, I did not put page numbers on this, which is, it's just so, I get in this, feels like I gotta do it. And so I just need to, I don't double check. You Are Kind, chapter 4, leads into my time at the temple and remembering the practices of my time at the temple, which is a big form of why I am and who I am. I've stayed at a Thai temple, a Buddhist temple 3 times, and each time I learned more about myself, but also more about patience. I didn't want this to necessarily be a memoir. I really wanted it to focus on the let's restart. I had a full-on panic attack today, full on. Money is tight, and it felt like my world was closing in. And I've had panic attacks before, but since I'm not drinking or anything like that, and in all honesty, the book has helped me reframe and calm myself down. And while I was having a panic attack, I acknowledged it, breathed through it, and let it pass. The thing about a panic attack is that your whole world caves in. It feels like this immense amount of pressure that you can't get away from. And no amount of talking helps for me. And I just have to reinforce that I'm in control. I'm in control. So I guess the talking does help, but I was very grateful that I was able to talk myself through it and not have to go for the bottle or the bag or scream or hurt myself. And it really is this book, man. Another thing that I'm learning about myself is that I don't enjoy being this salesman. I don't enjoy the push and you gotta do, and I would prefer just to say, this is what we have, this is how it works, if you would like it, purchase it. And while I was working with ChatGPT today, I expressed to it, I was like, I don't want to be a salesman. And it said that I'm at the point where I want to create and then have people experience that creation, but I need an exchange of funds. And it's a bad way of saying it, but like my stress has always been related to money. And I enjoy the creation of it. I just don't like the afterwards of like how to package and sell something I create. It feels inauthentic to me. And while I was working with ChatGPT, it said that, paraphrased it in a different way, but it just said I haven't figured out how to show it yet. I haven't figured out my voice for it yet, which is beneficial. It was helpful that I'm not crazy, and it's just that I haven't figured out how to properly sell it. I don't know if that's it. Like I have more in me, but my living situation is very difficult right now, and it puts a major stress on a person. Major stress. And I find myself at yesterday I made this video about April 25 to April 26, and how I'm sober now and all of the things that I've accomplished. But what caused the panic attack is that I'm in this same struggle financially and with employment. And so I feel like I'm having these same exact experiences, which, insanity. I knew that this wouldn't make it and boom, you're a fancy millionaire. And to be honest, I created it just to create it. It's a frustrating thing, having to monetize something that you feel is personal. And even when I was at restaurants. I never liked charging and figuring out. I like the mathematical equation of figuring out, okay, this is what that costed, that's the time it took to make it into that, and then this is the formula, and then we have to multiply by 3, and then that's our percentage. Okay, to me that makes sense. But then there's certain dishes, like anything that's with chicken, is going to get charged 2 times more because it's a lower cost and you can equate it into a higher profit margin. And so it just feels like a scam. And when I moved into construction work, everything felt like a scam. Everything. And I just don't like the overcharging of something. I would prefer somebody else deal with that. And so even with Small Notes When, because I had $17.99 for a book, and all these other ones are $25, $30. Granted, it's not a hard copy, it's a paperback, but I just, I always undersell myself. Hey, even if you're having a panic attack, you can take a breath and just know that I believe in you.